reading from the second book of Kings. A man came from Baal-Shalisha, bringing to Elisha, the man of God, 20 barley loaves made from the first fruits and fresh grain in the ear. Elisha said, "Give it to the people to eat." But his servant objected. "How can I set this before 100 people?" Elisha insisted, "Give it to the people to eat. For thus says the Lord, they shall eat, and there shall be some left over." And when they had eaten, there was some left over, as the Lord had said. The word of the Lord.
Our first reading for this Sunday is taken from the second book of Kings. Let us reflect on God taking the initiative in feeding God's people. Parents, government leaders, scientists, we all do our share in producing food for everyone. But let us not forget, it is God who takes the initiative. And when God takes the initiative in feeding us, miracles happen. In the first reading, the prophet Elisha is at the center of the story. He welcomes a farmer who offers barley loaves and some fresh grain. You know, it was a custom at that time, and it has perdured up to our time, that farmers offer the first fruits of the earth to the priest, and in this case to a prophet, in thanksgiving to God. And so you have Elisha, the holy prophet, receiving this generous but quantitatively rather small offering from a farmer. Here we have 20 barley loaves. Now Elisha turns to his servant and says, "Feed the people." Now, if you have 3 persons to feed, you will say, if you were the servant, okay, no problem. But the servant realizes there were 100 people. How can you feed them with 20 barley loaves and a few grains, fresh grains? But you have 100 people. And so the servant could not agree to this so-called initiative of his master Elisha. But Elisha, the holy prophet, insists, "Feed the people." What will the servant do? He will obey, definitely. But maybe at the back of his head, something is wrong with my master. What makes him think that 20 barley loaves and a few fresh grains would suffice to feed 100 people? But then, it was not Elisha trying to feed the people. Elisha tells his servant, "The Lord has said, feed the people, and there will be something left over." Elisha was not the real actor here. Elisha believes what the Lord has said. It is God who is taking the initiative in feeding God's people. And when God feeds His people, there will be plenty left over. It matters who takes the initiative. The servant of Elisha will probably take the initiative provided all the resources are there, according to his plan and according to his calculation. That is how human initiative goes. Calculating, in a way beholden to our plans and our expectations. Not bad at all, but how refreshing to see the effects when God takes the initiative. Everyone is fed, and there is overflowing food left for the next meal.